All right, guys, so this video is for both realtors and prospective buyers, all right? Now, full disclaimer, there's nothing you or your agent can do to guarantee your offer will be accepted in this market. Sometimes you just lose out. It is what it is. However, there are some really cool tips that I want to share with you guys, man, and we're going to get into that right now. Let's go. All right, guys, so most important thing to do, man, is actually have your realtor call the listing agent. I can't stress this enough. This can go a long way in terms of building rapport with that agent, right? So first thing is they build a rapport with the listing agent while simultaneously putting a voice to the name rather than just having an email sending an offer over along with the rest, right? Second cool thing with doing this is that I've always gotten more info about that particular house and sellers' wants and needs versus via text and email. Right now, sometimes I gotta be careful when I say this, they may even give your agent tips and tricks on how to, or what the seller's wants and needs are, right? Whether they may need a lease back or they may need a shorter inspection period. Some of them may even want a higher escrow deposit, but either which way, whether they're supposed to or not, sometimes they'll kind of tell you where they want to come in at. Right now, when it comes to writing an offer, you got to be realistic, guys, right? Understand that it is a seller's market, will go a long way. If the house is priced right, there's pretty much no shot at coming in below asking price, right? Now, if your market is like mine in Orlando, same could be said even at, listing price, man. Even sometimes that is way too low. A lot of times, actually. Now, with that being said, you have to be very strategic with your offer. And this is how you find out where you need to come in at. You can't just take a shot in the dark and hope something sticks and something happens, right? So once you have a specific area or location you are targeting, it's important to find out what the average difference of the list price versus what actually sold price in that neighborhood, right? So if you see listings or you see a trend of listings that's really selling at 15 to 20K over what the list price is, you got a good idea of what you need to come in at on your offer, right? Now, when it comes to that offer, remember what was said about the seller's wants and needs? Now we're structuring the contract to match those wants and needs now that we're writing it, right? Along with the offer price range that we know is getting, accepted in a specific area in the neighborhood. I'm telling you guys, man, this is almost cheating. This is gems that people do not know. Now, once the offer is ready to be sent out, have your agent call or text the agent again and just let them know that they're sending the offer via email, right? Now, in the body of this email, it's important for the agent to give a brief highlight or overview of what's actually in the offer details, because the offer is really essentially just an attachment, right? So when the agent sends the offer over for seller's review, chances are they're getting them in waves, right? So highlighting the most important parts that you want them to see and know about the offer is crucial. Think of it kind of like a cover letter when you're applying for a job, right? You want that job to know all your best talents and highlights right up front before they even get into the resume. Remember, 9 times out of 10, this is an emotional sell, so cater to that, right? A cover letter helps letting them know about your family, compliment an area of the house that you really like. If your husband is a griller, let them know that he's thinking about the backyard and maybe playing ball with the boys in the back. Make it memorable, right? Paint a picture for them, right? Now, speaking of pictures, no pictures of you and your family. I don't recommend it. Now, pictures of your cat and dog is okay, but I don't recommend pictures of your family personally, man. Now, some agents may agree or disagree. However, there's a gray area with this, right? Now, I'm a firm believer that everyone is generally good people, right? However, we gotta be real, guys, and understand the world that we live in today. Now, it's no different when I'm listening to home and I tell them, hey, let's remove all the political stuff or any controversial stuff that could potentially hindering the sale of your home. You gotta understand and realize that people will judge you for whatever reason or another. If it makes sense to them, it doesn't matter. But don't pin yourself in a corner before you even get started, right? Now, lastly, guys, don't give up hope, man. You got this. You will win this fight. You will get an offer accepted eventually. I had a client that took 15 offers before we finally got one accepted. And guess what? 1 year later, man, he loves the house. He calls me all the time telling me how much he loves the house. All right, guys, so that pretty much wraps it up for tips on getting your offer accepted in this crazy market. If you enjoy this content and you want to be updated when I drop some more knowledge, please hit the bell icon and subscribe. Keep current content, tips, and everything up, man. I appreciate you guys. More to come.